President-elect Trump are meeting today in the Oval Office, marking the transition between the two administrations.
Senate Republicans are meeting behind closed doors to pick new leadership going into the 119th Congress.
Inflation rose in October after 6 months of falling. What this means for your wallets going into the holiday season. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining NTTV News at Noon. I'm Madeline McCrory.
And I'm Lucy Ritchie.
President Biden and President-elect Trump are meeting today in the Oval Office, signaling the beginning of transition between the two administrations. CNN Washington correspondent Julia Benbrook was at the White House prior to the meeting.
Following Donald Trump's decisive win, President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris called to congratulate him and stress the importance of a peaceful transition of power. Biden extended an invite to the president-elect for a meeting in the Oval Office, a long-time tradition that Trump did not honor after Biden's win in 2020.
President Joe Biden and President-elect Donald Trump meeting in the Oval Office Wednesday. It's their first sit-down since Trump secured a second term.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
It's a tradition for the outgoing president to host the incoming commander-in-chief after the election. But Trump did not host Biden in 2020, as he fought the election results based on falsehoods about voter fraud. He also chose to skip Biden's inauguration. Following a disappointing loss for the Democratic Party, Biden has been intentional in his efforts to endorse the sanctity of the election and acknowledge Trump's victory.
Campaigns are contests of competing visions. The country chooses one or the other. We accept the choice the country made.
This meeting comes as Biden works to secure his legacy and Trump prepares to take office, tapping loyalists for key positions that offer a glimpse into how certain policies may be implemented. According to people familiar with Trump's plans, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem will be asked to lead the Department of Homeland Security, and sources say Florida Senator Marco Rubio is his top choice for Secretary of State.
Melania Trump was also invited to visit the White House today, but is not expected to attend. Aside from 2020, it's also been a tradition for the current First Lady to host the incoming First Lady, either on the same day as the President and President-elect or close to it. Reporting at the White House, I'm Julia Benbrook.
President-elect Trump's cabinet is taking shape as Inauguration Day comes closer. He's pulled from his campaign staff, allies in Congress, governors, and former administration members to shape his administration and policy. He's tapped campaign chair Susie Wiles to serve as his chief of staff, a position that saw a high turnover rate during the first Trump term. Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who is on Trump's shortlist for vice president, has been tapped for Secretary of State. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem will be the next secretary for the Department of Homeland Security, and Elise Stefanik will be the UN ambassador.
Senate Republicans are meeting today to vote for a new leader. President-elect Donald Trump has not endorsed a candidate for that role, but his most vocal supporters are organizing behind Senator Rick Scott of Florida. Meanwhile, the more established options are Senator John Thune of South Dakota and Senator John Cornyn of Texas. Both have spent decades as senators. The leadership role is open because Senator Mitch McConnell previously announced he would be stepping down.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics released the latest consumer report, and it showed inflation rose 0.2% in October. Housing-related inflation accounted for half of the monthly rise. Still, the inflation has increased considerably since it peaked at 9.1% in June 2022. October's increase was the first time the annual rate bumped higher since March. Underlying inflation appears to be stable. That leaves the Federal Reserve on track to make additional rate cuts in December.
Well, even though our prices are rising, I hope our temps stay dropping.
Me too. My favorite wardrobe is my fall wardrobe. Our weather anchor, Faith Webster, can tell us about our chances for sweater weather. Faith?
Yeah, guys, it is going to be a little bit warm for some sweater weather, but our current temperature is going to be 73, feeling like 72. Our wind mile is going to be 18 miles per hour, which is pretty quick, so keep that hair together. Looking on to tonight, we are going to see a drop in temperature at 64. It's going to feel like 61, but that wind does come down to 9 miles per hour, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Seeing on to tomorrow, we're going to keep around the same hot temperatures at 72, feeling like 71, but those 5 mile per hour winds are going to keep us a little bit cool. We are going to see a drop in temperatures later on throughout this week, and I can't wait to tell y'all about that later in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Faith. Lactose intolerance beware. Costco is recalling 80,000 pounds of butter across their Texas stores. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the butter is being pulled because the packaging lacks a contains milk statement. The butter to watch out for is Kirkland Signature Unsalted Sweet Cream Butter and Kirkland Signature Salted Sweet Cream Butter. So far, it is unclear if any allergic reactions have been reported. If you purchased this butter recently, you can return it to the Costco store you bought it from.
As we get ready for the movie musical Wicked to hit the theaters, there is a big problem with some Wicked products. The film's doll line has been pulled from store shelves and websites. Toy manufacturer Mattel meant to have the official website of the Wicked movie on the package, but they realized a link to an adult website was printed on the packaging instead. Mattel says it regrets the error and is taking immediate action to fix it. Although the dolls have been recalled, there are already dozens being resold on sites like eBay with a starting price of $40.
Coming up, new ways to get involved in the Mean Green community this Thanksgiving.
And things are heating up here in Denton with cooking classes and a debate between the Brits and UNT. Stay with us.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
The countdown to Thanksgiving is here, and you know what that means. It's time to break out the turkey and stuffing. If you're looking to boost your culinary skills, you can attend a cooking class here in North Texas. The City of Dallas is offering an Essentials for Thanksgiving course to help you master your poultry and dessert skills. And for kids who want to show their thanks by helping cook the year's biggest meal, they can attend Thankful for Thanksgiving in Denton at the Flower Power Cooking Studio.
With the holidays rapidly approaching, this time of year is full of cheer, but for some women and children, it also means escaping an abusive situation and seeking help. With the help of the Denton community, Thanksgiving dinner will be provided to those in need, thanks to the Denton Friends of the Family. The nonprofit is seeking donations for non-perishable items such as stuffing, canned fruits and vegetables, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. Donors can also purchase $25 gift cards so clients can buy a turkey or ham. The deadline to drop off donations is this Friday the 15th at 5 p.m. at the Outreach office located in Corinth.
An organization serving children with autism opened here in Denton. I got to attend their grand opening that welcomed families from the community to learn about resources and have a fun time. Check it out.
With kids playing in the indoor playground, toddling around in the bouncy house, or getting a balloon, and parents enjoying a tour,
this is our social room.
the National Autism Treatment franchise, Success on the Spectrum, celebrated their grand opening with a variety of activities Saturday to
introduce ourselves to the community, host a fun event for people with children with autism, and just remind people that we are a fun and safe environment for their kids to come learn.
Describing themselves as the first autism treatment franchise in Denton, they aim to provide services for children 18 months to 18 years in a place with few options.
Denton area is an underserved area. There are a lot of clients who need ABA service but not served.
Armando Barato brought his wife and son from Flower Mound to check out this location, and they have liked what they've seen.
The staff is pretty nice. It's very friendly, very open. They explain very thoroughly about their different facilities and different rooms and such. And my son just loved the gym as soon as he saw it.
As the kids make friends and make themselves at home, SOS Denton aims to provide
everything that an autistic kid needs to learn and know and grow to become an independent adult.
Giving parents and their children with autism a space in the knowledge that... Reporting for NTTV, I'm Madeline McCrory.
Success on the Spectrum Denton offers ABA therapy, social skills training, speech therapy, and occupational therapy. They are looking to hire registered behavior technicians, interns, and any other applicants interested in the ABA field.
You know, every now and then I like to enjoy myself a nice cup of tea.
You know who was not able to enjoy a cup of tea yesterday? The British, as they had their hands full in a public debate with our very own debate team in the GAB. Our reporter, Oscar Chavez, has more on the event.
Thanks, guys. I hate losing an argument more than I like debating. Well, I guess that's just something that me and the debate team have in common. Speaking of the debate team, our very own Zachary Jones and Sophie Poma took on the national British debaters Tom Ratner and Laura White yesterday in the GAB. The debate was centered around an America First policy that, ironically enough, had the Brits tasked in favor of it while the Americans were fighting against it. You can keep up to date with all UNT's debate team and any other on their social media platform with the handle @UNTDebate. That's been all from me today. Back to the desk.
Madeline, I've been debating a lot recently too.
Oh yeah, what about?
What to wear? Sweater, long sleeve, short sleeve, jacket, trench coat? I'm at a loss.
Honestly, so hard this season. Wow, well, our weather anchor, Faith Webster, can hopefully help you settle this very hard fashion crisis. Faith?
Man, that is a really big fashion crisis. Around North Texas, we are going to see some mid-70s all the way around with our lows in Bowie and Graham at 69. Looking on further to our region, we are going to see around the same amount of weather and same temperatures. It's going to be a little bit warmer in Houston and Austin, up at 80. And then over in Amarillo, it's 57. What a drop. Throughout our 7-day week, we are going to see a drop in weather like that as well. On to our weekend, we are going to have mid-70s with our lows in the mid-50s. Not too much. We are going to see a rain chance on Sunday through Tuesday. Monday is probably when you're going to see the most rain, though. And on Wednesday, you are going to see that effect come into play with our temperature at 56 with that low of 37. So remember to bring those jackets out. Maybe start that sweater weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Faith. The 66th Annual Grammy Award nominations are out.
And some of UNT's College of Music alumnus are in the running for this prestigious award.
Let's toss it over to our segment anchor, Kendall Keaton, to find out who's in the running for this prestigious award. Kendall?
Thanks, guys. The Grammy nominations are out, and the University of North Texas College of Music has a lot to celebrate. Alumna North Jones earned her 20th Grammy nomination for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album with Visions. She's already won 9 Grammys in her career. 4 current UNT students performed on Aaron Lazard's Impossible Dream, which is also up for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album. The album aims to raise funds for ALS research following Lazard's diagnosis. UNT faculty are in the spotlight too. Professor Nick Finzer's label, Outside in Music, received 2, while Professor Scott Tixer's is featured in the Grammy-nominated documentary American Symphony. Let's not forget Michael League of Snarky Puppy, nominated for an arrangement. It's another year of UNT talent shining at the Grammys. Be sure to tune in on February 2nd. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you at the desk.
Recycling Week is in full swing here at UNT.
And solar panels not working the way customers expected? Coming up next.
You want to learn something and go overseas? Then study abroad with one of many UNT Study Abroad programs. You can find a Study Abroad office right here at Markey Hall, room 145.
My Study Abroad program left on me a great impression. We have a lot of different programs and it varies. We have faculty-led, affiliate, and exchange programs. When you're ready to leave for your Study Abroad program from UNT, you're gonna go through the Canvas, you're gonna go through pre-departure, orientation, and modules.
The power to turn the world into your classroom is right here at UNT with our Study Abroad programs. Take flight and take in charge of your education.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3. Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
The Linda McNatt Animal Care and Adoption Center has received recommendations to improve the shelter. These include eliminating formal behavior assessments for dogs and returning stray cats to their original location after treatment, as many owners allowed their cats to roam. Another recommendation includes publishing euthanasia decision charts to create public awareness. This follows the public outcry of the euthanasia of an elderly dog named Gunner before the family could be notified. They've developed a euthanasia policy that includes feedback from industry experts to ensure limited, consistent, and humane euthanasia practices are in place, including disallowing euthanasia on days that the shelter is closed. The euthanasia policy will come to a city council work session for review in January.
At UNT, we mean green, and not in just the way that you think.
Our live reporter, Lillian Kosh, has everything you need to know about Recycling Week at UNT. Lillian?
Thanks, guys. Well, if you aren't already practicing daily recycling rituals, now's the time to start, because this week is National Recycling Week, and here at the University of North Texas, We Mean Green is hoping everyone gets involved. Recycling is made easy with recycling bins just like this one located all around campus, but make sure you properly prepare your items before you put them in the bins. All Liquids and solids must be removed from the items, and items must be dried before you recycle them. If not properly prepared, they might be considered contaminated and sent to a landfill instead. UNT's recycling team is constantly working hard to handle your recycling needs and can pick up large items and containers at no charge. National Recycling Day is November 15th, but that shouldn't keep you from recycling every single day. And if you have any questions on if you can recycle something, you can contact UNT's Facilities Work Control. And remember, stay green. That's all I have for you guys. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Lillian. While we mean green here at UNT, across the state of Texas, those who have installed solar panels for their homes are not happy about their decisions. Instead of providing clean energy and lower electric bills, the panels have been a source of misery for thousands of homeowners. After installing the panel systems, customers complained that it was not passing local utility inspections, and in extreme cases, Texans were left with holes in their ceilings or leaky roofs.
You know, the Dallas stars are shining so bright that it's like we don't even need solar.
Yeah, Madeline, and I bet our sports anchor Gabby Pippins can give us the latest on them. Gabby?
Yeah, guys, the Stars are on a roll, and they made some really big history last night. I'll have more on that, how the Mavs did in their first NBA Cup game, and what to expect from our Mean Green women's basketball team when we come back.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DebtQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DebtQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DebtQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.debtq.org to learn more. DebtQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
The Dallas Mavericks began their Emirates NBA Cup play last night against the Golden State Warriors. This game was huge, not just because it was their first in-cup play this season, but also because Klay Thompson returned to the court he used to dominate with Stephen Curry for 13 seasons. The game started with a captain's hat ceremony celebrating Thompson's 4 NBA championships he won with the Warriors, but Luka Doncic quickly quieted the crowd by draining a 3. From there, it rained Mavs threes, and Dallas ended the half 63-59. Things looked pretty promising for them, but this was before Curry got hot. He ended the night with 37 points, 12 coming from the fourth quarter alone to get the Warriors ahead. Luka tried to answer for a chance to take things into overtime, but his 3 fell short, and Golden State walked away with the win, 120-117. And speaking of basketball, our women's Mean Green basketball team is off to a wonderful start. They entered yesterday's game with a perfect 2-0 record, but they did face a difficult challenge when they took on the Oregon Ducks. This game was a complete 180 from the other 2 this season, with Oregon dominating from the start. In fact, they held each of our starting 5 to single-digit points, with Tamisha Lampkin scoring a team best of just 6 points. Meanwhile, 2 of the Ducks' bench players combined for 22 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Our Mean Green may have fallen short 35-66 yesterday, but a 2-1 record is still nothing to sneeze at. They'll plan to make it 3-1 this Saturday against Abilene Christian, so be sure to tune in and cheer our Mean Green on. And finally, the Dallas Stars are still going strong with a 9-5 record, placing 5th in the Western Conference. They took on the Pittsburgh Penguins last night in a very goal-heavy game. Dallas kicked things off with a quick Matt Duchene wrist shot and Logan Stankoven's snapshot goal for a 2-0 lead. Just 2 minutes later, the Stars struck again with a Mason Marchment goal. Then Miro Heiskanen attacked with 2 back-to-back goals. The Stars are up 5-0 at this point, but hey, why not get another goal in the first period? That's exactly what Tyler Seguin thought, allowing Dallas to end the period 6-0. The Penguins didn't respond until over halfway through the second period, and the Stars made the victory even sweeter with a Wyatt Johnston goal for a 7-1 road win. This is the first time Dallas scored 6 first-period goals since 1971 when they were the Minnesota North Stars. That's all I've got for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. The 2024 United States Capitol Christmas tree is making its way to D.C. Lauren Maxwell stopped in Pocatello, Idaho to join the tree in the annual Veterans Day Parade.
In Pocatello, Idaho, the Capitol Christmas tree's arrival coincided with the annual Veterans Day Parade. Crowds came out to celebrate those who served,
grab a pen and sign your name on there,
adding names and well wishes to a giant banner on the truck that holds the Capitol Christmas tree. It's an act that feels almost patriotic, in keeping with the day.
We're, I don't know, halfway across the country now, and it's been consistent the entire way. They are just so excited to see this tree.
The traveling tree has a way of bringing people together at every stop. In Murray, Utah, families posed in front, much to the delight of this man. Fred Austin and his partner John Shank are the two Alaskans driving the truck more than 3,000 miles to D.C. In Grand Junction, Colorado, the celebration continued, this time with a different holiday theme.
I think the tree is something that everybody can just come together around, and that's what we've seen as we've been coming to these communities. It's folks from all walks of life coming out to visit and see this thing and just kind of start getting in that holiday season mood.
It's a reminder that in just a few weeks, a tree from Alaska will grace the nation's capital, shining brightly for all to see.
I really am excited for Christmas.
Me too.
Have you set up your Christmas tree yet?
I haven't. I usually wait till after Thanksgiving, but I am really looking forward to it.
No, understandable. Thank you for watching NTTV News at Noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.